Welcome to Ridgecrest Talk. My guests today are from Inyokern School, and I'm your host, Tonia Pyle. I'll just do a brief introduction here. We have Mrs. Bev Eubank, principal at Inyokern Elementary, correct? Elementary, all the way K through 6?
K through 5th.
K through 5th, all right. And then this is Terry Middle Miss, Mrs. Middle Miss.
All right.
I said that's a storybook name if I've ever heard one. Friends of the Library.
Friends of the Library, yes.
Okay, great. And then the 4th grade teacher, Mrs. Annie Jorgensen. Thank you so much for being here today. Now, I have been wanting to hear your story, Bev, about how you brought the library summer reading program, Read to the Rhythm, to Inyokern.
Okay, well, first of all, I have to admit that it wasn't my idea.
Aha.
What happened is that Mrs. Middle Miss comes every Tuesday and works with our birding program, our Audubon, junior Audubon program, with Mrs. Jorgensen. And one day they caught me and said, hey, what do you think about doing a summer reading program? You know, opening up the library and having the reading program. And I said, wow, I think that's a great idea. I wonder what we have to do to make that happen. So, you know, every once in a while I'd see them again, and
because
they'd ask me
actually
again.
it's a nationwide program, right?
Well,
the summer, the library, and it's a county.
It's county.
It's a county program.
Across the country.
Correct, but we don't have a county library at Inyokern.
Right, right.
So what happens is our students, they read all year and they learn all sorts of things all year long, and then we close in the summer. And for a lot of them, they don't have the opportunity to go to a library all summer long.
Right.
And so they kind of stagnate with their reading, and they don't have books at home to read necessarily, or they've read them all. And we were trying to figure out, well, how can we have a program so that our students can continue reading during the summer and then also do some things that are fun.
Mm-hmm.
So it started with the seed being planted by these lovely ladies here, and then working on how we're going to make it happen.
Who'd you call first, the county?
Well, first of all,
no.
You know, there's things that you learn as you're doing things like this. Is that we had talked to friends of the library, and they were all gung-ho to help, and we set it all up to have volunteers, and we were all pretty much set. And then I got approval from the school district.
Okay.
And that took a little bit of time because it is something that they have not done for years. For years, we have not opened our facilities during the summer because of cooling costs and custodial costs. We have not done that, so
people have to be present.
Right. And so it was kind of a new idea. So it took a little while to get that okay. We finally got the okay the day before school ended. And so we quickly did flyers and an auto dialer and to let all of our kids know that we were going to be open.
So are all of you are from Inyokern?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. And you're with Friends of the Library?
Yes.
Yeah. So now what did you do in this role, aside from the two of you got together and started thinking about this?
I've been on the Friends of the Library board for years. I am not now, but Annie and I have been doing before school bird club. And so I've become acquainted with Inyokern School, you know, for the past 3 years.
Because what does Friends of the Library
We're a
there?
nonprofit.
I mean, this is the Friends of the Library, both Ridgecrest and Inyokern, or strictly Inyokern, or?
Friends of the Ridgecrest Library.
Okay.
So we're just the Ridgecrest Library Friends.
Okay.
In Kern County.
Ridgecrest.
Ridgecrest,
Gotcha.
in Kern County.
Okay.
And so we started talking about how to get the summer reading program, because we raise funds and we support things like the whole summer reading program, because we bring in outside, you know, puppeteers and people to the Ridgecrest Library. But I'm aware, you know, became even more aware of how Ridgecrest or Inyokern kids can't get into Ridgecrest all the time. And how could we bring the program to them? Because we buy free freebies. You know, you read 10 books, you get a free book. You get, you get coupons. So we buy those from Friends of the Library. So that's how. So we started back in about January to, because things go by slowly, of getting everybody together on this.
And so, because you're in Inyokern, you're mindful of the Inyokern needs.
Oh, absolutely,
and what they
yes,
had there,
yes,
and
even more.
with the Audubon. So the two of you.
Yeah, so Audubon is in on this, and working with Annie, and then seeing kids sometimes for 3 or 4 years as they go from 3rd, 4th, 5th grade through Bird Club. And getting
through Bird Club.
Well, through Bird Club, right?
Yeah.
So
which is a different program
which
we offer.
Which grade is Bird Club? Bird Club. I can't even talk.
Bird Club is 3rd, 4th, and 5th grades.
Is it?
And it's before school. And so Mrs. Middlemiss is one of our regular volunteers to do that. And with doing that, she got to meet all of our great kids. And we had talked about how during the summer, I've had kids say, well, gee, why can't we do Bird Club in the summer?
Right.
And it's like, it would be really great if we had some opportunities for our kids that they didn't have to go all the way into town. And so Mrs. Middlemiss has had this idea of having the Friends of the Library come out to Inyokern for a couple of years.
Okay.
But this year, because you had talked about trying to get a bookmobile to come.
last year, yes.
But this year, Mrs. Eubank is our new principal.
Okay.
And so she has like a new view of the world and
Yes.
is a little
It
more
just
open-minded and
was
might
time.
not know all the rules.
Uh-huh.
And so it was a great opportunity for our kids to kind of take a look at
a new
our
idea,
program.
a new concept, and what it could do.
So actually, yes, last year we paid for the bookmobile to come, but they stationed themselves outside the senior center because there was shade. And of course, we didn't
Yes.
get a lot of kids to come.
How far?
So-
The senior center is where in relation to the school? The school is
About a block.
off of Locust.
Right.
Right.
Okay, so was it inconvenient for the kids there?
I don't know if they just didn't know, we didn't advertise enough, so it just wasn't real popular, but that
Didn't
was our
have
backup.
Ridgecrest talk to talk it out.
That was our backup, yeah. So this year was a whole new year, so.
This
yeah.
also makes it real easy for our kids because they're used to a library routine. And so, they know that the books are going to be marked with their levels and
Okay.
they
well,
feel comfortable
we've got
doing
programs
it.
that they didn't have with the bookmobile, and so, with that thought, we're going to take a quick little break right
Okay.
here. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Okay,
it.
Good.
All right, welcome back to Ridgecrest Talk. You can see we've sort of changed gears on you. We were talking to folks at the Inyokern School about the summer library reading program, and here we have 3 examples of people involved in the summer reading program. And we have their mother with us, Michelle Bombard. So thank you for joining me today. And I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself. Your name is?
Savannah,
Savannah,
Emerson,
Emerson, and over here is
Landry.
Landry. Okay, so now have you had fun with the summer library reading program?
Yeah.
Any of you know the theme of the program?
Read to the rhythm.
Whoa, high five on that. Way to go. Good job. So now I'm going to just start with you, Landry. And how many books have you read so far?
11.
11 books. And what was the goal?
It was.
Was it 10 or 15?
It was. 10.
Close.
10.
Close enough. Okay, and you've read 11. Way to go. All right. How about Emerson? How many have you read?
I read 10.
You've read 10. And Landry?
Probably about 10 or 9.
Probably about 9 or 10. Okay. So, did you have a favorite book, Savannah?
I had a favorite book. It's called The Boxcar Children.
Ah, what did you like about that one? That's a classic.
I liked it when Jake went to get blueberries and then they came back, and then he ate them all before everybody got them, and then he got in trouble because he wasn't supposed to eat the blueberries.
Okay, nobody else got any of the blueberries, and Jake got them all, huh? So, what I see you brought some of your books with you. Are these all yours, Savannah?
Yeah.
Okay, what are some of your other books? Your book titles? I see you like to read assortment of books all at one time.
Yeah. This one is Geronimo Sultan, and it's called Merry Christmas, Geronimo.
Uh-huh.
And then this is one I'm reading, and it's called The Trouble with Tink.
Uh-huh.
And then the other one,
This looks like, is that like Tinkerbell?
yeah,
Uh-huh, so they're calling it nickname Tink.
yep,
Do you have a nickname?
yeah, she calls me Ree.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right.
And then the other one is The Legend of Diamond Lil. And it's from Doreen Cronin.
Have you started that one?
Yeah, I finished it.
Oh, you did? Well, what's the legend here?
It's the legend where she finds a diamond, and then she finds a diamond, and then she finds these chicks, and then he finds her, the girl, and then he just doesn't like her anymore because that was the chickies that didn't like her at all. Because that's one who was the mean one.
You can't handle the chicks.
Nope.
Uh-huh. Okay. So, all right, chick number 2 here, Emerson. Tell us about, did you have a favorite book?
Yeah, it has to be The Trouble with Tink.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm reading.
So the 3 of you switch your books around. Do you like the summer reading program?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And have you been involved in a summer reading program before? Or is
No. This is
First one?
first time.
This is the first time. Uh-huh. And you said you've read 10 books. And your favorite was The Trouble with Tink. And what do you like about that book?
Because where she tries to fix everything until she loses her tinker hammer, and she has to go to this hideout where Peter Pan, and to get her spare hammer to fix everything, because she tried this pebble and a stick, but it just didn't work. So she tried to get her hammer, but he was fooling around pretending that they were butterflies. Once she got her hammer back, her spare hammer, she got to fix all the pots and pans.
Well, this book is all over the place, isn't
Yeah.
it? Go ahead, you're doing a great job.
And they had this festival.
And it was a fun book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And so we've got Landry over here. And so how many books have you read so far in the summer reading program?
Was either 9 or 10. And my favorite book was Holes.
Uh-huh.
But I only got to page 6 because I was reading my other library books. And my favorite part about it was where Stanley, he either had the choice to go to jail or Green Lake Camp.
How old is Stanley?
He
Is he a kid?
No,
He's an adult.
Yeah, he's a teenager.
Oh, he's a teenager. A big kid.
Yeah, and
And he's going to go to jail?
no, he either had the decision to go to jail or to Green Lake Camp. So he chose Green Lake Camp because he thought the lake was still there, but that it dried up about 100 years ago. So he decided to go there because they were building something, I think. I don't know,
But you're going to find out.
yeah.
Okay.
And, but when they were driving there, they were on a bus. There was a cop. He was had his seat facing towards Stanley, and he was about 10 seats back. And the cop had fallen asleep with his gun on his lap, and Stanley tried to get up, but the cop whacked him with that little stick he has. And Stanley's like, fine, I won't move. Because he said he won't move because he didn't want to get hit by the stick again.
I guess not. That was a good
Brutal.
decision.
Mhm.
That'll help you know what to do and what not to do. So, Mom, have you had fun with the kids in, well, you've got your mic,
Yeah.
so have you had fun with them in?
And yeah, every Wednesday we go and they pick new books and they're reading 2 books a day. They love reading now. They get to take tests if they want to, and it applies to next year points. And then they have story time and then a little craft time. It's been a lot of fun. And got Savannah out of her shell to where she really likes to read now.
This girl was
She-
ever in a shell?
Yes.
This is hard to believe.
Well, the bookshelf.
Oh, the bookshelf.
bookshelf. Yeah, she did not care for reading much, so this summer has really, really helped her.
I get bored, so I do it. She gets bored.
She gets bored fast. But she's doing really good with the reading, and she's excelled, and it's just wonderful. I think it's a good
Wow.
program.
I'm very
good.
glad to hear about that.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, we're going to get ready. We'll take a little break, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to talk more about your summer library reading program, Read to the Rhythm. Thanks for joining me. Be right back. Welcome back to Ridgecrest Talk with my guest from the Inyokern Summer Library Reading Program. And we have Savannah, Emerson, and Landry with their mother, Michelle. Michelle, tell us what you did when they didn't have the Summer Library Reading Program in Inyokern.
We'd have to drive over to the Ridgecrest Library.
Oh, okay.
And it wasn't as familiar to them. They couldn't really find the books that they wanted, like at school. Now they're familiar with the teachers, the library, what points they are. So they're
Right.
more familiar and doing better at the Inyokern.
Really?
Yeah.
You can see a big difference.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's great to
Yeah.
hear. So it was worth all the effort that was put into bringing
Yes,
it
definitely.
to Inyokern. You can
Yes.
see a difference.
A big difference.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And and there's other programs that have come with the books. And so what kinds of maybe you would like to tell me about? Have there been programs at the library that go along with the reading?
They have, when they go there on Wednesdays, they have story time and
Oh, okay.
craft time.
Oh, okay.
So they get to make a craft, and then they get read a book. That's between 10 and 11. So they go and
Okay.
listen to a story and then pick out their books and do a little crafts.
So you
So
have
it's-
something
yeah.
fun to do.
Yeah.
And so, wow, triplets! How fun is that?
It's a blast.
Mrs. Bombard goes bombastic. I can see the book right
Yeah.
now in the making. Well, I know one of you was the more creative one. Was that you, Emerson, that you want to be a designer or something? You were talking about that?
I'm gonna be a fashion designer.
Oh, well, there's a great idea. That sounds like fun. And so what kind of crafts have you been doing at the library?
Coloring.
Color has a lot to
yeah,
do with design.
Door things where you hang on your door. You design them. And we did mazes.
And frames. You made frames last week.
Uh-huh. Okay. So, Savannah, what do you do when you're not reading a book?
I just sit up at the table.
And just sit there with your hands folded and count the seconds and the minutes?
No. I sit at the table and I color pictures, and then I just make a lot of crafts in that for my scrapbook that we bought.
Very nice. That's cool.
And then when I get bored, I just read.
Uh-huh. Okay, and that's not boring.
Nope.
Right? And how about Landry? What do you like to do when you're not reading?
I usually make crafts, or I usually go outside and do tricks on my scooter or skateboard. But usually I'm inside doing crafts.
Somebody was reading a book about skateboarding. I had a skateboard here, something. Was that you, Savannah? Something about the skateboard. Who
Was it a
read the
Scooby-Doo book?
skateboard? Oh,
yeah,
somebody.
Scooby-Doo book.
Oh.
Yeah, a Scooby-Doo and a scary skateboarder.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah.
That's you on your skateboard. So was that a good book? Scooby-Doo's a good book
Yeah,
every time.
it was really cool.
So,
I really liked it.
are you involved in sports? Do you dance? You don't like music or any
I
loud
will
noise?
read.
You like it when nice and quiet, right?
Yeah, we
Yes.
usually dance.
You
Yeah.
dance?
Yeah, we usually dance because in LA we went on stage and sang and danced.
The three of you?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Wow.
We
As a
sang-
team or
Yeah.
what individually?
As
We
a
sang
team.
all together and
Oh.
we sang I Want Candy.
That sounds like a good song.
It was
Wow, I'm so tempted to ask you to sing it here.
They had a lot of fun.
Okay,
Yeah.
and what kind of dancing?
we were just
Freestyle
Yeah,
dancing?
we were just moving around.
We were moving around when we were singing.
Yeah.
Have you had dance lessons?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
But we've been doing a lot of dancing. I've been working on my break dance, and she's been doing her just
Reading.
dancing around.
And
And
you just-
Emerson likes to write songs.
Is
and then
that
they sing 'em.
right?
Yeah, sometimes when I'm bored, I either write songs, play with my cat, or sleep.
Well, that sounds like a plan. But what can you tell me about some of the songs you've written?
I did write. I need to write one down. I know the name of.
What's the name of it?
It's I'm in the dark. No, it's not. It's Talking Statue.
Talking Statue.
And she wrote one that was called I'm in the Dark. And I also wrote one called Tornado or something. Yeah.
Did you have a favorite one of her songs, Landry?
Yeah, it was probably Tornado because she talked a lot about when she said it was about where it was she
Dark.
was walking. Yeah, she was walking in a tornado. So about that.
Yeah, that's worth writing about, isn't it? Have you been in a tornado?
No.
Oh, thank
never
goodness.
In our lives.
I am so glad to hear that. And now you're the skateboard, you're the writer, fashion designer, and you did a famous basketball dunk.
Yeah,
Slam dunk.
we were at basketball camp. Everybody was hovering me. I'm at this hoop, and that hoop's over there, and I shot it. And I'm the one who made the shot. And the mom's jumping up and down.
Nice scream, yay, Ray! She was embarrassed. So she didn't come near me for like a day.
She's all.
So have you met new friends at the Inyokern Summer Library Reading Program?
Yeah. And
So
and
you've-
I met a friend at SeaWorld and we were swimming. Her name is Kaylin. And then she has a little brother named Justin. Because he's running around the pool. And then the dad comes and gets him. Because he's trying to go in the pool, but he had to keep his
too
arms
little.
But you
going
met her
back.
at the Inyokern Summer Library Reading Program.
No, we were in the pool at SeaWorld
Oh.
for our
They know most of the kids that go to Inyokern.
The little
Uh-huh.
boy was
Yeah.
cute.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm glad you're having a good summer. Is what it sounds like to
Yeah.
me. And it sounds like the Inyokern Summer Library Reading Program has bumped your reading skills up a few notches. So next year, when you're in 4th grade, hey, we had a 4th grade teacher here.
That's their
That's
teacher
going
for
to be
next
their
year.
teacher. Wow. Way to make some extra points here with the teacher, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you're going to have your reading skills up. And anything I haven't asked you, Michelle, you'd like to share with us about your summer this year? What's after the Summer Library Reading Program?
School starts right away, August
Oh,
12th.
it does?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, that's fast.
Yeah.
That is coming up fast, girls.
Really
Are you
fast.
ready?
Yep.
Yeah, kind of.
You are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want to see their friends. They're excited.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, all right. I want to thank you all for joining me today. And from Inyokern, the nice shirts you got there from Inyokern. What's that say? Peace building.
of the month from being a peace builder to everybody.
Yeah, we've been getting awards. If we were Peace Builder of the Month, we would usually get an envelope, and it would say that we would be there on Friday, because that's usually when we have our Peace Builder awards.
Then the car comes in and says you get a trophy.
No,
by
we get
week
a
or so.
notebook and
And
Pencil.
a pencil and a
pencil
little
and
paper.
a paper
on the
with-
back. It has a little note on it that says that what we've been doing.
Well,
That was really nice.
congratulations on all your effort. Thank you for joining us
Thank
today,
you.
Ridgecrest Talk.